work hard for it. That's a beautiful shot, and that sets him up for a really easy putt. Not a gimme, but well within his range. Oh my gosh, that hurts. You have to make those from that distance. That hurts. Finally in for a double bogey. Frank, standing here on the fourth tee at Chambers Bay, you can see what this golf course is all about with those dunes on the left and all that sand down on the right. A lot of trouble here.
Yeah, first hole, Rich, really that bends to the right, but if anything, you want to keep the tee shot down the left side. It's going to give you a better angle to the green. And unlike the two previous holes, this fairway slopes to the other direction, to the right.
Shot now from the rough. Frank, what's he facing?
Well, the lie first and foremost. If it's sitting down, then obviously you're not going to get a very good contact. Nothing wrong with coming up a little bit short of the green. Problem is turning one mistake into another.
You can see a little bit off balance on the tee, and that one is going to be in the rough. Well, he'll have to get up and down from the bunker to save his par. Now ready for the explosion shot.
That was a little over-ambitious.
He'll need to be strong with this. Not what he wanted, but he's headed to the beach.
It's tough to take an extra club out of that lie, Rich, because it's always in the back of your mind. If you hit it properly, it's going to email the green.
He gave that one everything he had. I mean, really gouged it, and still, it was short. Not enough on that one.
Yeah, it just seemed to baby it.
Frank, what do the great bunker players do?
Well, with short bunker shots like this, Rich, follow through is always a good key, but you've got to pick that spot. It's an inch or two behind the ball, almost like you're taking out a divot with the ball in the middle of it.
Needs a good one. This is his sixth shot. Well, that is frustrating. Frank cannot get it out of the bunker.
He's not done yet.
All right, so greenside bunker. What's he looking to do with this shot, Frank?
Well, really you have to look at the amount of green you got to play with. You don't have to try and fly the ball right by the flag. Allow it to run. Plus, if you can get it to run like a putt, you never know, it might just go in.
Frank, it's kind of fun to swing away on an elevated tee like this, the fifth here at Chambers Bay.
It looks straight away, it certainly does, and under 500 yards, so it gives you a chance, plus that elevation. You should be able to knock one down there. The whole pinch is in, though, with those bunkers left and right, and there's just one bunker in the front of this green, and that, as you can guess, should be avoided.
Be careful. They call this hole free fall.
Second shot.
So, third shot now for Rory McIlroy. What a shot. Perfectly placed right next to the hole. For the par. Par for McIlroy, but you're just waiting for that moment when he hits that accelerator and pulls away. Frank, now at the 6th, this appears to be a testing par 4 long one.
It is, but once again, a generous fairway. Just use those mounds down the left as an indicator on your line. Hole bends a little bit to the right. Good tee shot, though, and everything is in front of you.
Just a good solid tee shot right there, about 280 yards. Now our featured golfer setting up for another approach. Really needs to get something going here, Frank.
And that green right now must look like the size of a thimble.
Not terrible, but not his best.
Outside chance, really, for Bird. Poor approach shot.
This is a long birdie putt here. Requires good judgment of the speed and the line. Just try to lag it down there. So a long putt there and just didn't read it quite right. And it's a long way to the hole from here. Never easy. Well, you couldn't ask for much more than that, except to make it. Settles in over the putt. Ooh, good effort right there. Almost made it. Been a rocky round. On the 7th tee now, it is over 500 yards from the back tee.
Yeah, this is called humpback, and you can see why there's all those mounds and undulations between you and the hole, plus all that amazing bunkering down the right side. All to be avoided, really. If you can do that, then you get a decent look at this green. But yeah, you've mentioned it, 500 plus yards. It's going to play longer than that uphill. Always tough to get a decent flight out of the rough. And you could see that ball was never soaring out of that light.
Frank, you always talk about it not compounding the error, but here again, another shot from the rough.
Yeah, if you try again. And an awkward little bunker shot, just splash it out, let the ball run towards the flag. Well, that's a little absurd, that, Rich. That shot wasn't that hard, but it's come up well short.
Didn't appear committed through impact. Set from the bunker. This is 5th shot.
Just a short bunker shot. So open your feet up, open the club face up, little splash out.
And setting up here in the rough. That was a pretty nasty lie out of the rough. He did the right thing there, Frank. Chance to get it close here. Frank, safe to say he is not having his best day out here today. What kind of advice do you give a player who's struggling?
Well, you just almost got to forget what's happened. I know that's easier said than done. Just start a clean slate. Just hit a good shot. Just find a fairway. Don't try and get too specific. There's enough out there. The greens are big enough. Just find a piece of green. Find a piece of fairway. Maybe knock a couple of putts up. And then let it add up in your direction.
What was he thinking there?
I have no earthly idea. Off the flight path again.
Frankie's managed to hit it in the rough yet again.
Yeah, this is hard to imagine. You know, the fairways aren't that narrow today. This is not heading in the right direction.
No, it looks like it's going to be in the rough. And it is not looking like a good lie.
Good recovery shot. Couldn't make the green, but at least he's back in play.
Played the smart shot right there. Now the approach at the 8th, and Frank, what are the options for a player?
Well, the green does slope back to front, so if you're a high ball flight hitter, there's nothing wrong with flying the ball all the way up there. But because there's no bunkering in the front, you can also come in here low and sort of bound that ball up there. Choices.
That's a head scratcher. No other way to put it. That close to the green and misses it badly to the right. And getting ready for the putt. Well, after that train wreck, you can see the golfer muttering to himself. Not sure what he's saying, but if I'm a lip reader, I'm thinking, you stink? Something like that? Golfers can be so hard on themselves. Frank, this one's headed way right.
And rough trees, all sorts of problems on that right side.
Well, he'll be disappointed with that, no doubt.
Yeah, swing didn't quite look right on that one.
Well, bunker play is really about technique and feel. The two greatest ever are probably Gary Player and Seve Ballesteros. Seve actually was so good, he was so skilled, that he could open up a 3-iron, that's right, a 3-iron, on a short bunker shot from a green side bunker and splash it to a couple of feet as if he had just used a 60-degree sand wedge. Amazing. Once you hit double par, it is time to just pick up and move on. Count that as a triple bogey. Ouch. Well, let's hope he can regain some ground here on the back 9. Not his best performance so far today.
But what a good back 9 would do. If he can just even this round out with just 9 good holes, so much can happen.
That one is in the fairway, down there about 290 yards. Frank, it appears as though this approach shot here at the 10th is fairly straightforward.
It is. You've got a flat green, so you're not really worrying about mounds or bounces here. And really, this is, with a short iron in hand, this is one of those ones you just green light, you go straight at the flag here.
Getting some sand in the shoes now. For a second straight hole, he's in the bunker. Well, in the sand, but it has been raked nicely, looking for something positive. Not his best shot, and now he'll have to deal with a bunker.
Yeah, they say the hardest shot in golf, the next one.
Setting up for the shot from the sand. Well, this is a player's nightmare, still in the bunker.
Yeah, he's starting to fill up his shoes with sand.
Frank getting set for the 6th shot, reminiscent of the great Seve Ballesteros from the bunker.
Well, he was one of the best, Rich, and he would always aim about 2 inches behind the ball.
Not a gimme, but well within his range. Well, once you hit double to par, it's time to just pick up and move on. Stepping up to the tee here at the 11th, Frank.
It looks straightforward. You see a big dune in the middle of the fairway. You can really take that out of play. Get it down there as far as you can. You're going to need to. And then from there on in, it's really just trying to find out exactly where you want to land that second shot so that you can get it on the right level. That was terrible.